Good morning and welcome to another beautiful day here in Utah. It's currently 8:44 in the morning. We started a little later than expected, but I think we're a little tired after the 4th of July celebrations. What do you think, Jacob?
I'm still waking up.
Yes, but we need to get this 8-mile run today to complete week 6 of our Berlin training. But something I wanted to talk about on this video, and we'll talk along the way, is about the liberties that we have here in the United States. As you know, I am from Chile. I'm not originally from this country, and growing up, I grew up, part of my childhood was in a military government, which we came back to democracy later on. So I'm going to tell you a little bit how I was growing up on that government and the freedoms that we have here in the United States, and sometimes we take for granted. Of course, this is because we're celebrating the 250th year anniversary of the independence from England. So yeah, let's talk about that, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, so we're on mile 1. We're running among I-80. We're in a high road. So let me tell you a little bit. In 1973, Chile suffered a coup d'etat where the military took over President Allende's government. The reasons why, I'm not gonna get into it because it's very dividing. Some people say it was good, some people say it was bad. But I can tell you what, in my perspective, I was born on that government, military. I didn't know democracy or the republic that Chile is right now when I was born. So all I knew was the military government. And we didn't have the freedom of speech that you have here. We're not allowed to say anything against the president. I know prior to my time we had curfews, so you were not allowed to be out certain times of the day. So yeah, so that was part 1 of what is to live in the military government. All right, so we're mile 2, and something that I would like to mention is right before the coup d'etat, our country was a little divided. We had the government, and coup d'etat happened, and unfortunately during that time, we had people that had to leave the country and exile in different countries like Sweden, Argentina, the US. We have people that disappear and never found, and we have people that were arrested just because they were thinking a little different than the government. So yeah, that is fact too of what happened when you get a coup d'etat. All right, so we're on mile 3. Our coach is waiting for us over there to give us some water. Not some coach. Anyways, something funny. Well, it wasn't funny at the time, but it's kind of like the stories of the military government. So my mom was about to give birth to my sister Andrea in 1977, and we had a curfew until 7 a.m. in the morning. My mom was on labor all night. She was begging my dad to go to the hospital because she was about to give birth. But my dad was so afraid to be out that he waited until 7 in the morning to take my mom. As soon as my sister got to the hospital, baby was born, and the doctor actually kind of yelled at my dad a little bit for waiting that long. What do you think, Jacob, about that?
I think that's wild.
It's wild, isn't it? But yeah, and now we're on mile 3. Get on a water break because it's hot today. Thank you. And that was mile 3. See you on the next mile. Hey, and we're mile 4. How are we doing, Jacob?
Doing alright?
It's a little warm today, but
It's a bit windy.
and it's windy, and the wind is against us. Woo! Anyways, another fact about military government, and I think everybody knows about this, is that the media, the press, everything is controlled. So we had TV for a certain time in the morning, and it would end a certain time at night, and then there was no more TV throughout the night. But that's how it was. I didn't know anything different, so I thought, okay, it is what it is, right? But thankfully, that ended in 1989, and I'm gonna tell you in the next mile how did we end up, how did our government, military government, ended. See you then. Woo! Come on, Jacob, you got this. Alright, so making the story short, our president or general at the time, Pinochet, created a constitution that he said that after 8 years of military government we will have a re-election and see if we wanted to continue the military government. But times went by and there was no news of that, so people started unresting, and we have some protests. I remember going outside with pots and pans and hitting against each other in a way to protest the government. So he finally said, okay, we're gonna have a referendum to see if we want to continue military government or not. And guess what? He lost, and democracy came back. What a defeat. But oh well, we'll talk about now all the freedoms that we enjoy here in this country. But first, a water break from our coach. Woo. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think of this so far, Jacob?
What specifically?
Yeah, the transition was sort of pacific. Still, we had a lot of groups that were against the government, but we ended up returning back to democracy as we have it today. But seeing all the freedoms that I have here in this country, I'm amazed how you can have this freedom, the speech, religion, right to bear arms, all those things that we take for granted here in the US that in other countries they don't even dream of. We'll talk more about it on the next mile.
I just want to hop in here real quick at mile 6.
Yeah.
And say that I'm very grateful for some of the rights that I'm able to exercise on a day-to-day basis. Like the ability to express myself the way I want to, whether it be through music or how I want to study college. I'm sure that my mom didn't have that
Yeah,
liberty.
when we were growing up, we couldn't, there was no, you couldn't voice anything against the government during the military, otherwise you were exposed to being arrested or being persecuted. So it was, those rights were not there. And the same thing, it was limited to what you could do as a workers or things like that. But yeah, good. Well said, Jacob. That here in America, I listen to those talk shows at night sometimes, and I'm amazed how people can talk about their government the way that they do, which is great. We can all agree to disagree, either opposition or the people that are with the government. And it's great that we are able to have that conversation, which I grew up not having. Later on, of course, we did. But my first 8 years of life, I only knew one thing and one thing only, and that was the military government, was the right government.
All right, we'll see you lap 7. You have anything else to say?
Oh, that's it. We'll see you there.
After a quick water break.
All right, welcome back. We're on mile 7. We had a mile and a half left. And let me tell you, I've been in the United States for 20 plus years. Close to 22. You're right. And I definitely enjoy living here. I love the freedoms. I love the way that I can have access to things that maybe my country couldn't. In less than 5 years arriving to this country, I had a house, I had a car, I had a good job, and I was making enough money to be able to survive, travel, and do things that maybe I couldn't have in Chile. Also, the food is delicious. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I've been to Chile, and some of the innovations that we have out here, they don't have out there, with the ability to flush toilet paper.
Yes, simple thing like that.
Or public restrooms that don't require payment.
So yeah, we'll talk more about it on the next mile. We're about to hit our next water break. See you then. And we're on mile 8, only half mile to go. But like Jacob was saying, one of the things that I enjoy about this country is the access to so many services, education principle, think pillar for any country. Like I was able to finish criminal justice. Jacob is going computer science. No, it is a little expensive, but you have the access to it, which is open to everyone. And as long as you put the effort and time, you can do this. The access to jobs that pay hourly, I don't think many countries have that. Jacob's able to work and go to school part-time, earn wages as he's going to school, and get tuition reimbursement from his work. So as long as he does well, his education could be paid off by his company. I don't think many countries offer that. So yeah, that's one of the things I love about America. All right, the United States. See you at the end. All right, Jacob, how we doing?
It was a bit rough there at the end. I'm still a bit tired from this morning.
Yeah, we finished a 8.5 mile run on a 84-degree weather, which is a little warm. We did have wind most of the time going against us, but I don't complain because of the wind. Probably we didn't feel it as hot, but it was hot. Yeah. Anyways, oh, we got something in my eye, sorry. To finish up this video, I just want to say sometimes we take things for granted. I've been in this country for many years. I enjoy all the liberties that I have here, all the opportunities I've gotten, the fact that I have a son that I'm very proud of, a husband who is here with us, following us around, giving us water, and sometimes you just have to take it back to the smallest things like having clean water. We know many countries in the world don't even have access to clean water or access to food like we do. I'm amazed. We're hosting the World Cup right now, and I'm amazed by the videos of European people coming into our country and mentioning all the things that we have. And sometimes the media, the propaganda that paint us on the negative light. We're very friendly. This country is very friendly to foreigners. I've worked with great people that have never made me feel like I'm an inconvenience or make me feel like I'm a stranger in their country. They're always welcome me with open arms. We also have access to little things like pure water, food, air conditioning, water, free refills, ice in our water, drinking fountains. We've been to Europe where you don't have drinking fountains and all those little things that sometimes we take for granted here in the U.S. There are things that I'm very thankful as a foreigner to have. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I feel like I'm very lucky to have someone in my life that has had experience with both types of government to make me aware of how grateful I should be for having everything that I have in this country. And that's about all I have to say. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think we're going to end our run today. I think it was even though it was a tough one, we were able to finish it in preparation to Berlin. Finishing week 6 of training, that is awesome, Jacob. You're doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud how you did yesterday on that freedom run. He rocked it. I mean, he was pushing me. Don't get me wrong. He was the one setting up the pace, and he did a great job. I was like, at one point, this guy has to get tired, right? And he did not. He kept on pushing it, the pace. So, very proud of you. I think my time out was so good because of you. So, thank you so much for that. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to this country for all everything that has given me. I'm very thankful for being in here. Will I live the rest of my life here? I think so. I think I probably will go back to Chile, live there, live between countries, I think.
Yeah.
But I think this is home now for me. Miss my country, yes. I live the people that live down there, but I think home is where your people that you love is, and the people that I love is here in the United States. So this is where I'm staying. So with that, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a great and safe day.